server is rack server, and the third type is blade server. Are you getting, everyone? The first type of server is what? The tower server. The second type of server is rack server, and third type of server is blade server. These are the three different types of servers that we are having. Getting now, everyone? So now, if we have seen, this particular servers is the form factor, the tower or rack or a blade. Okay, but the point, what kind of processors we basically preferred to use in the server, guys? In the server, what kind of processors that should we will be going to be preferred to utilize? What do you say, Chandan? हमारे पास i3 i5 i7 है, वही आप प्रोसेसर यूज कर सकते हैं और नहीं दूसरा प्रोसेसर रहेगा? डेविड, रजत, शिवा, आपका आंसर क्या है, लिख दो. ओके, अनदर वन. ओके आदित्य, मेरा क्वेश्चन क्या, तो हमारे सर्वर पे भी जैसा ये प्रोसेसर यूज कर सकते हैं और दूसरा प्रोसेसर यूज करना है. हमारे पास i3 है, i5 है, i7, जो जैसा प्रोसेसर थे ना, वही सिर्फ वही प्रोसेसर हम यूज कर सकते हैं और दूसरा प्रोसेसर रहेगा वही सर्वर हमें हमने फिक्स करने के लिए. वही है मेरा क्वेश्चन, आपको समझ आ गया है ना? So here, if you have taken with the Intel based, we will be going to be preferred to use with the Xeon processors. Okay, आदित्य वही नहीं रहेगा, वो इधर हमने इंटेल में हमने Xeon प्रोसेसर यूज कर सकते हैं. ओके, इधर क्या है, तो Xeon है, वो Xeon प्रोसेसर एक बहुत बड़ा प्रोसेसिंग स्पीड पे रहेगा, वही जैसा प्रोसेसर हमने इसमें यूज करेगा. ओके, और रैम में तो भी इसमें हमारे पास, ओके आकाश, आई एक्सप्लेन यू. और रैम में बोले तो भी रैम में DDR3 और DDR4 रैम्स रहेगा, है ना? वही सारे जैसा रैम्स हमने इसमें फिक्स कर सकते हैं. और सुनो, इसमें RD रैम्स भी हम यूज कर सकते हैं, और इसमें इसका प्रोसेसिंग स्पीड एंड एवरीथिंग विल बी डिफरेंट. ओके, एंड the Xeon processors is specifically designed, okay, Aditya, I can repeat, I can explain in English and Hindi, both languages. So whatever the language you guys have preferred, I am ready to deliver with that particular language. Okay, so I'm repeating everything in English and Hindi. I hope you can understand. Why? Because you are from Jaipur, right? So you will be going to be clear with that. So that, okay, fine. So let me explain you once again. Okay, in English or Hindi, whatever the language you prefer. Shall I use with the both the languages or shall I use only with the English? Can you guys give me your answers? So that will be going to be preferred for me. Chandan, only English for you. Akash, English. Remaining everyone. Abdul, Aditya, David, Shiva, Shiva, Okay, fine. So guys, Abdul both. Okay, fine. No worries. Mostly I prefer to go forward with the English in the same way. If you want to ask me, if you want me to repeat in Hindi, fine, I will be going to be repeated in Hindi. Okay, is that fine now? Great. Thank you guys for your giving your confirmations. And if you have any challenges, you guys can ask me back so that I will be going to be repeat you once again a number of times. There is no any issue for me to repeat for you guys. Okay. So now first here as we are discussing here, okay, as here we are discussing in this particular point of the we are discussing and we are going focus on is about the server hardware. In the server hardware, we basically, for the server, we basically prefer to use with the Intel Xeon processors. Okay, what kind of processors that we will be going to be preferred is Intel Xeon processors. Why we will be going to be preferred to use with the Intel Xeon processors are like here. The reason is in the Intel Xeon, they are specifically designed for the server and so for the specifically for the server hardware where it will be going to be provide you the high performance. When if you have chosen for the i3 or i5 or i7 processors, they are specifically designed for what? For the client systems. Okay, they are specifically designed for the client operating systems, i3, i5 or i7. Okay, but if you have seen of the concept called which one, Xeon processors are specifically designed for the server hardware. So whatever the server that you want to go forward, so those kind of servers will be going to be get worked out. So to go forward with the with that we will be going to be we are preferred to use with the server hardware. I hope you are we are preferred to use with the Xeon processor. And this particular Xeon processors comes with 4 cores, 8 cores, 16 cores and 32 cores, 64 cores is also available. Each processor can able to go forward with a how many? 4, 8, 16. These are the things we will be going to be go forward. Based on our utilization, we can connect and we can go forward for the utilization. Okay. Now, here, hope everyone got the clarity about the Xeon processor. Right. Now, if you have seen in this particularly, the RAM will be going to be, we can connect it, basically, okay, you are shocked with the 64 cores. Right, of course, we are having the 64 core processors are also. That will be a specifically the highest point. Okay, but the pricings and everything will be going to be very, very high for 64 cores processor. Okay, Akash. Okay, so now the RAM basically in your client motherboard, how many RAM slots you will be going to be having? चंदन, हमारा क्लाइंट सिस्टम है ना, क्लाइंट मदरबोर्ड पे कितना रैम स्लॉट्स मिलेगा हमको? आकाश. ओके, टू, टू. ओके, ओके. Most probably right, everyone has said is a perfect answer. Most probably we can use we are having with the 2 RAM slots, and as well as for some specific motherboards we are getting with the 4 RAM slots, right? That depends. We will be having with the maximum is 4. Am I right? The maximum slots will be how much? Is 4 for the client motherboard. But if we are having for the server, what will be the point here again? If you have taken for the server, what is the concept again? If you are working with the server, you may be having of how many? 8 slots, 16 slots also, 12 or 16 slots also. The RAM slots will be going to be get available for you, so that we can connect multiple RAMs. Okay, okay, 8 or 12 or 16 slots will be going to be there. So that depends upon the motherboard variant, whatever the things, and one more thing. So that will be going to be there available. And motherboard processor slots also, if you have seen, okay, we can connect 2 or 4 processors also within a single motherboard. Are you guys getting? Within a motherboard, again, we can connect either 2 or 4 processor slots. Okay, so this will be going to be with a very high. So that is what the server hardware. So now the tower server, if we have seen, so now guys, I'm telling you, first I'm explaining about the completely about the server hardware, as you guys not having any idea of it. Once I'll discuss everything, then after that I'll go forward with the server operating system, like different editions. Is that fine for everyone? I'll be going to be like let's see with the images of the tower rack and blades and everything. So it will be, I want to show you first, I want you guys to be known picturely clear. So that's why I want to showcase on that. Right. And there is a question here that is, sir, is that any graphic card are also connected? Yes, of course, we will be having the PCI, multiple PCI slots. Okay. If you want, you can connect with the graphic cards, but we don't specifically use graphic cards for our mother for the within the servers. Okay, got it, Akash? Multiple slots will be going to be available. Okay, there will be multiple slots will be going to be get available. So that is the point here. So I want you guys, I hope you guys are clear for now. So now if we have seen, as there are multiple slots, the first thing is, if we have seen, let's see how the tower server will be good. I'm just connecting. I'm just giving a tower server. Okay. Now I'm taking with the Dell tower servers. Okay. Here we are having with the Dell servers. Dell servers, with that we are with the, I'm going with the servers. In the Dell servers, we are of due to different types of servers. This is a tower server. Okay. So now you can see these are the tower server will be going to be looks same like our CPU. See here, I have selected with the Dell PowerEdge T340 tower server. Okay. So now you can see here, here this is a basic entry level kind of server where we can connect with the multiple things and we can work on it. So here you can see here up to Intel Xeon processors of 8 cores it can be supported. We can use with the Intel Xeon processors that will be going to be worked. And here you guys can see again the operating systems. What are the operating systems that can this particular server will be going to be get supported? That means here you need to be think the particular point is like in the server, okay, within the server we cannot install whatever the operating system that we required. That cannot be going to be get worked out. So to make it fine, make it happen, okay, make that it is happen. Yes, we can go forward with the. These are the recommended operating systems. Only we need to choose this particular recommended operating systems only. Aditya, yes, this is the so but the size will be going to be pretty different than our which one? Our CPU. The size will be somewhat large when compared to our CPU. Okay? And you guys can see here the maximum RAM you can support up to how much? Yes, AMD also there are multiple processors are there, but right now I'm not discussing about the AMD. Okay, I'm just specifically discussing only about the Intel. Okay, the maximum RAM we can support is up to how much? 64 GB, guys. So the 64 GB of RAM can be able to done here. So the 64 GB RAM only the thing that can enable to get support. So remember one thing is, okay, so here the point is for the hard disks, there is not having such a capacity. What is the storage capacity that we can it can support? This you will be having up to, you can see here, here you can see which comes with how much of 8 3.5 inch is HDDs we can able to get installed. How much? 8 SATA or SAS type of hard disks, either HDD or SSD type of hard disks that we can connect and we can install and we can work with a 112 TB. The max it can support is how much of? Is 112 TB. Okay, are you getting now, everyone? Okay, the maximum it can support is up to how much? 112 TB. That means this is perfect for the what? The PowerEdge T340 set our server. But if we go forward somewhat low end within this, I want to go the T130. This is another type of server. You can see we can install with the Intel processor with the Xeon, and the RAM it can support is how much? The RAM they had given or not? Yes, the RAM it can able to support only with the 64 GB. Okay, and storage we can go forward 3.5 hard disks that we can connect and we can install. That's it. Okay, the max this is what we can able to go forward here. Okay, this is what the point here is. So this is the different types of servers of tower server. Are you guys everyone clear with this? What is a tower server? Are you guys clear now? That means this can be able to used or utilized within a small office or home office, this kind of things, this particular tower server can be going to be preferred to utilize. Okay, so that is the tower server means. If we have seen, the next is there will be another type of server which is nothing but the rack server. Okay, this is nothing but the rack server, where these kind of rack servers, okay, where these kind of rack servers can be able to fixed in, you can see R340. This comes with the same like T340. This comes with the R340, which comes with the it supports with the single Xeon processor with the 8 cores. Okay, and the maximum RAM is up to 64 GB only. This basically can support. Okay, and we can support the hard drives up to either 8 2.5-inch hard disks or 4 3.5-inch hard disks that we can connect, which comes with the hot plug. Okay, and these are all the parameters that are there that we can fix within the rack. Are you getting now? That means in our Jetking you guys will be finding rack, right? So this particular server can be able to fix in the racks. These are rack mountable. We can fix this in the racks and we can use as per our utilizations. I hope you guys, everyone are clear, you know. Kindly give me your confirmation. That is what the here this will be going to be get function. So right, this will be the same like 3R40, TR340 and R340 will be the same configuration. But if I want to check further, there is something which comes with the AMD processor, you can see here. Okay, this is for AMD EPYC, EPYC, which comes with the how much of up to 32 cores. Okay, which can this can be able to support of how much of 32, not 32 processors, 32 cores. Okay, each processor can support up to 32 cores. Now here the RAM, what is the RAM we can connect is up to here is 512 GB of RAM or 1 TB of RAM. Okay, we can choose whatever the RAM that we want to choose, we can choose. And you guys can see the SMPS is also comes with the either titanium or platinum. Why? Because the processor or else the server will be going to be run 24/7. So as it will be going to be running with that 24/7, required more power and required more, it will be generate more heat. If you are using with the copper, then the what will be going to be happen, the usage or else any kind of things will be going to be any kind of issues, right? Absolutely, Akash. The using of platinum or titanium is for to create with the more durability and for the more long life. Okay, so you can see up to we can connect 2.5-inch hard disks of 24. How many hard disks that we can connect here is 24 2.5-inch hard disk or 12 3.5-inch hard disks. I hope everyone knows what is 2.5-inch and what is 3.5-inch hard disks. Right or wrong? No. You guys don't know? Fine. See, let me explain you. 3.5-inch hard disks are nothing but whatever the hard disks that we use in CPU, in our computer. 3.5 inch hard disks will be. If you have seen with the 2.5 inch, the hard disks that we use in our laptops, the small hard disk we will be having, right? Those kind of hard disks. Okay, the small type of hard disk, the small size hard disks will be of what? 2.5 inch, and the big one will be 3.5 inch. Aditya, are you clear or not? No, fine. Let me show you an example here. Right now I'm not carrying with any hard disks. Here I'm just given a hard disk. Here I'm just giving 3.5 inch in the images. You guys can see. No, not with the NVMe, not with the NVRAMs and everything. So you can see this is a 3.5 inch hard disk, Akash. Aditya. NVMe comes with the non-volatile memory, which is basically looks like our RAM. That's it. Okay. So this is a 3.5 inch hard disk. If I check with the 2.5, you can see the same will be the same, looks will be going to be different, the same, but the size will be going to be very in a small size. Where this kind of this kind of hard disks are most preferably used in our laptops. Right, Akash? Used for laptops. So whatever the 2.5 inch laptops are there, that we can use for this kind of things. I hope you everyone are clear, you know. Right. So now let me continue back. So for this particular R7415 server, okay, which basically now what the point here, this will be comes with front page of how much? 24 hard disks of 2.5 inch hard disks. That is not the point of memory, okay? It is a 500 GB or 1 TB or 2 TB or whatever it might be. That is not the point here. We can install n number of hard disks, whatever the thing is. Okay, the maximum RAM we can, sorry, maximum hard disk that we can connect is how much is of 2.5 inch 2.5 inch hard disks of 24 hard disks, or if you are connecting with the 3.5 inch hard disks, then you can install of maximum 12 hard disks. That's it. Are you getting now? So maximum we can install only 12 hard disks of 3.5 inch hard disks. That is the point. And you can see the network adapter which comes with two 1 GBE, 10 GBE and two 10 GBE SFPE plus. Okay, these are the things that are with the rack server. Are you getting now? Right. So this is all how this will be going to be get happened. So this is the concept of this particular thing of this particularly of doing work of this. Okay, this the rack server. Then if you have seen the blade server, okay, there are no any blade servers available in the Dell basically. Okay, so now so that's why I'm just showing in the Google. You can see now this is a blade server. Okay, this entire thing is of a blade server. Now you can see we are having of 1 2 3 4 5 6, like you can see this particular image that will be going to be you can able to easily understand. See, this is a blade server. Within the blade server means there where we will be going to fix this into the racks. Okay, and now you can see we are having with the multiple compartments. In that particular compartments we will be going to be, okay, we will be going to be having with the multiple servers. We can install multiple RAMs, multiple processors on each and everything, but they all will be going to be with a single thing. That is the what. Okay, so there is a question in the chat is like, what is 10 GB, 10 GE, right? Full form of is 10 giga Ethernet. Okay, 10 giga Ethernet. That means it will be having a capacity of transferring 10 gigabits per second. Right, speed of the Ethernet, Akash. Right, absolutely perfect. Aditya, are you clear? So now we can connect multiple processors within this particular blade server and we can able to start working on our utilization. I hope you guys, everyone are clear with the blade. Okay. So these are the different types of servers that we basically having. Okay. And these are the one socket processor that we have seen. And if you have seen this, it's of two socket processor. This is a Dell R740, okay, which comes with the each up to of 28 cores per processor, okay, and the RAM which will be going to be support the maximum of how much is 1.53 with the, if you are using with the RDIMM, LRDIMM means it will be 3 TB, NVDIMM it's a 192 GB, DCP-MM it's a 6.14 TB. These are the different types of RAMs that we can install. Which capacities will be going to be varied here again. Okay, now there is a small video for this particular 740. Let's see here so that you will be going to be more clear.
Hi, I'm Carol Fluger, and I'm the product manager for Dell EMC's enterprise class socket servers.
There's actually two products in the R740 family. There's the R740 and the R740 XD. At their core, they are the same. Where they differ is one of them is been optimized for storage. Their features are almost identical in what makes them an enterprise class server. They are based upon the latest Intel scalable processors, memory technology. They have 24 DIMMs, and they basically have the same PCI infrastructure. Where they differ is the amount of storage. And
okay,
in each of the servers. The R740 has up to 24 2.5-inch drives and also will support GPUs, which is kind of interesting for this class of server. The R740XD will support up to 32 2.5-inch drives or up to 18 3.5-inch drives, and in some cases in a mixture of 2.5 in the front, and then also you can do 3.5 in the mid and some in the rear. In addition to that, they can also support up to 24 NVMe drives. And one more time, you may see a mixture of that where you will have NVMe drives and GPUs. So this is actually makes this an ideal situation for VDI. They both are ideal solutions for database, for decision support, for OLTP. They're both ideal solutions for that have integration storage and any other type of application that's going to really be pulling from.
So you can see, you can understand now here they had given you how many of 32 RAM slots which are available here for this specifically of Dell T740 R740, sorry. So that means we can connect with the multiple RAMs and we can start utilizing with this. Okay. Hope you guys, everyone got a clarity now. Right. So this is all how we will be going to be get used. Okay. So within this particular hardware, we will be into go forward with the installation of our which one? Our Windows Server 2016. Okay. Within this particular server hardware, we'll be going to be go forward with the installation of Windows Server 2016. So we will be going to be go forward as per our utilization, whatever the things, as per our requirements, what kind of server hardware are there, everything that you can choose as per your usage and everything. Okay, so that is the concept of the specifically of the server hardware. So this particular server hardware is basically, as I discussed already, this will be comes with what? With the multiple RAMs, multiple hard drives, okay, and we can go forward with the usage and utilization. So for that, this is the this we So guys, can you able to hear me now? Kindly give me a confirmation once. There is technical challenge with my side, so now it was resolved. Okay, so that is the point here. So this is all how we will be going to be get further. So this is the content of this Windows server hardware. So where we will be going to be do that. Okay, this is. Do you guys having any more queries? If you have any queries, you guys can ask me now. If I want to go forward with the next content, the time will not be going to be even sufficient for us. So if you have any queries, you can ask me. So on the next coming session, I will be going to be explain you on the content. What is the content I want to explain you is about what are the different types of server hardwares are there. Sorry, essential, standard, and each and everything. I want you to make sure to just go through once. What are the different editions are there? What are the benefits and each and everything?